Well, the pass rush hasn't always been there this year, but you got really good pressure on their quarterbacks today. Was that design stuff or just effort, or what was the key to that?
No, I think a lot of it was technique, effort. They played well. I thought the back end did a nice job of getting sticky on some route combos that forced the quarterback to hold a little bit. And so, again, we always talk about both coverage and pass rush. They work together. It always is that way. Now, we'll look on the film. I'm sure there were some individual efforts there that really helped. And we got a free runner on a blitz, and so those things help. But no, most times it's the back end did a nice job getting sticky, and the front end did a nice job of playing with extension in hand, and we made a big deal of that because both guys could scramble and could get out. And I think they did a nice job of locating in the pocket. They got initial pressure that got them off the spot, and then guys rallied.
How do you think you guys did when they brought in the changeup with Malik in there, and then they had to take him out? Other than that last drive of the half, I think they responded to that.
Yeah, I thought the guys did a nice job. I mean, the first drive he came in, I think, we got the big sack, there on the field pressure, and that gave us an opportunity to get him in a 3rd and long, and forced him to have to sort of hand it there, and we were able to get off the field. And then he had the drive before half, and you could just see him starting to gain some confidence, and so making those plays coming out of halftime were really big. Obviously, the interception was really big. So again, proud of our guys, the way they played. It always feels good to end with a win. Obviously, we've got another one, before we go into the offseason, and that's a big one. You don't ever want to sit on a loss, but when you're in a rivalry game like this, it's important to get that win. And I thought the guys showed up. They played hard. They were consistent throughout the day, and some of the runs that got out, we could have fit better a little bit. But overall, we'll take it.
Right, we were up 13-7 at the half. They seemed to have some nice momentum kind of building there. Is that a point of emphasis in the locker room that, hey, we need this really good first series?
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime that they defer, we have to take the ball. We know that we're going to have to come out of the locker room, and especially that sort of that middle 8. Obviously, the last 4 minutes of the first half to the first 4 minutes of the second half, those are big momentum shifters, and we've done pretty well going into halftime. Holding points off the board this year. In that scenario, we didn't, and then we knew we had to come right back out, and so a game can flip in a hurry right there. You're up 13-0. The next thing you know, if you don't do it right, they score before the half. If they score coming out of the half, all of a sudden you're behind, and the momentum's flipped. So we knew it was going to be a big deal. The guys came out, they made the necessary adjustments, and I thought we did a nice job.
Coming into the season, a lot of eyes around the linebacker department. The secondary, I think, performed pretty well for you guys all year. What surprised you about just the way they were able to just really click and lock things down?
Well, nothing surprised me, really. I talked about it in spring and then in fall camp. I thought the guys were making competitive plays. I think some of those guys got an extra year. You think about Carrington got another year under his belt out there, so he can play with so much more confidence. He did a nice job in one-on-one situations today. He had to make quite a few of those. Obviously the addition of Kedron, I thought Andrew Phillips stepped up, in sort of that nickel spot. And then you talk about those safeties and how well they've played all year, all of them. And, when somebody's dinged, someone else steps in. And, whether it's Ty Asian or Lovett, Geiger before he got injured. And then, Zion's come in and played really good football for us. So it's been that whole back end, they've bought in. Really proud of their effort, how they play, how physical they play, and it's really obviously helped us as a defense as a whole.
Zion had the big splash play at the end to kind of help you clench it, pass breakup that Jordan picked. A really nice play by Zion again.
Yeah, absolutely. It was, it turns into just understanding. All right, what route concepts are we getting? Knowing what they like to go to, and the guys did a nice job reading it. Broke on the football, got the ball in the air, and then Jordan played with great depth back there as a half-field player and was able to pick it.
JJ with strip sack, he almost took
He just got to bend his knees and then scoop, and then we could have walked in backwards, skipped in, something. But no, it was an incredible effort, because I think what a lot of people forget is, or didn't realize, I mean, he was getting held the entire first half of that play, and he fought off a hold and then continued to rush through it, forces the sack, and then able to scoop it. It was really a great play all the way around. Good job, good pocket push by the two edge guys, collapsing the pocket. So, no, it was a really nice play.
Brad, what's it say about both DeAndre and Jaquez wanting to be out there, and not just being out there, but making
but making
plays.
plays, and both of them getting, if I'm not mistaken, right? You guys can correct, but both got their 300 plus tackle, right? So they're such a good team, guys, and you guys are gonna try to make me freaking cry on camera, so they're not gonna let you do it. I told the locker room, I said, hey, listen, I got one more before I start boo-hooing. You're gonna miss a lot of these veteran guys that have done so much for this program, so much for me. So, but yeah, it means a lot. It meant a lot for me for them to be out there. It meant a lot for the defense, the team, and they weren't missing this game. I guarantee you. I mean, they would have hobbled around if they had to. So.